John Muir was a Scottish-American naturalist, writer, and conservationist who lived from 1838 to 1914. He is widely considered to be one of the most important figures in the environmental movement and a key influence on the establishment of the national park system in the United States. Muir was born in Dunbar, Scotland on April 28, 1838. He grew up in a coastal town until he was 11 years old, at which point his family emigrated to Wisconsin, in the United States. His family was deeply religious, and Muir was raised with a strong sense of faith and a reverence for nature. As a young man, he worked as a factory worker, a farmer, and a self-taught inventor, but it was his love for nature that would eventually define his life's work. In 1867, at the age of 29, Muir suffered a blinding injury that took his vision for a month. When his sight finally returned, Muir made a drastic change and left the city to wander the country. Muir took a 1,000-mile walk from Indianapolis to the Gulf of Mexico, which he later chronicled in his book, A 1,000-Mile Walk to the Gulf. The journey deepened his appreciation for the natural world and set him on a path to becoming a passionate advocate for conservation. Muir's most famous work is his book, The Yosemite, which he published in 1912. In it, he writes about his experiences exploring the Yosemite Valley and the Sierra Nevada mountains, and argues passionately for the preservation of these natural wonders. Muir's writing is filled with poetic descriptions of the beauty and wonder of the natural world, and he writes with a reverence for nature that has inspired countless people over the years. Muir was also a key figure in the creation of the national park system. He was a founding member of the Sierra Club, and used his platform as a writer and public speaker to advocate for the protection of natural lands. In 1890, he played a key role in the creation of Yosemite National Park, which was the first national park in the United States. He was also instrumental in the establishment of other parks, including Sequoia, Mount Rainier, and Grand Canyon National Parks. Throughout his life, Muir remained committed to the idea that nature was something to be cherished and protected. He believed that humans had a responsibility to care for the natural world, and he wrote extensively about the need to preserve the beauty and diversity of the natural world for future generations. In one of his most famous quotes, he wrote, "Everybody needs beauty as well as bread, places to play in and pray in, where nature may heal and give strength to body and soul alike." Muir's advocacy for conservation and the preservation of natural lands has had a lasting impact on the world. His legacy continues to shape the way we think about our relationship with the natural world. He has inspired countless people to appreciate and protect the natural world around them. Muir passed away in 1914, but his impact on the world of conservation and environmentalism has continued to this day. He remains a beloved figure in the environmental movement and an inspiration to many. In the words of Muir himself, "The power of imagination makes us infinite."